Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have an update to Pan Those Eyeshadows, Project Pan. This was originally created by Alexi, so I will have her channel linked down below. But everyone who participates basically changes the rules to fit their panning style and needs. So I will get into my rules in just a minute, but if you're not subscribed to my channel already, I do mostly panning content and I'm slowly but surely working through my collection. I am on a no buy, so I'm trying to ensure that I'm using every single item in my collection, and that includes my eyeshadows. If you enjoy this update, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and let's just get into it. My project rules have morphed a little bit over time, but currently I'm working on 5 eyeshadows every month. 4 of them are randomized, and I have hand selected one of these shades. I do have a spreadsheet of all of my eyeshadows listed out. They are in alphabetical order by brand and then the palette name, and then I do have each shade listed out within each palette. So when I randomize, I use that spreadsheet, and I also use that spreadsheet for other projects. Like if I have a theme or a keyword that I need to find, I usually just go straight to my eyeshadows list because it's pretty easy to find words or names that correlate with different themes. But that's not how I do this project. The way that I can roll an item out or an eyeshadow out is, of course, to hit pan. It would be awesome to hit pan, but I'm also trying to work through my collection. So if I don't hit pan within 15 uses, I do have the option to roll it out and replace it with a new shade. But also, if I have not hit those 2 goals within 3 months, I have the option to roll that shadow out, because if I haven't hit my at least 15 uses by 3 months, I just want to move on and use, some other shadows, give some love throughout my whole collection. So those are my 3 rules. I am going to start in the order of longest, or I guess oldest, items that have been in the longest to newest. So the first eyeshadow that I'm going to be talking about is from my Unearthly Dreamer palette. This was a fairly new palette to me when I rolled it in, and I rolled in the shade Muse. This is what it was looking like last update. I had 8 uses and it looked barely touched, so I knew this would more than likely be a shade that I rolled out after 15 uses. Since last update, I have been able to use it 7 more times, which meets my 15 use criteria, and this is what it's looking like now. It still looks very new. Hopefully you can see there are some like brush marks, but yeah, this is maybe if I hold it this way, you can see, I can see a little bit of use on there, but I did meet my 15 uses. A couple of those uses were actually as a blush. I got that suggestion a couple times, and I'll throw up a picture of it. As a blush, I absolutely loved it that way, and thank you so much if you were one of the people that suggested that to me. This is rolling out of the project, so we will be replacing it near the end of this eyeshadow segment. So I will be creating a look at the end of the video with my new color story. I have a full face of makeup on except for eyeshadows, if you were curious. Next is a shadow from my Sigma Hazy palette. I was working on a shade that was basically just a lid setting shade for me. It was very close to my skin tone. And last update, I had 26 uses. I did say I was going to keep this in for as long as it takes to hit pan because it was such an easy shade for me to use. And this is what it was looking like. I have since used it 9 times and I did hit pan. So this is what it looks like now. It is a small pan, but it's not the smallest in my collection. When I hit pan, I stopped using it because I wanted to move on to another lid setting shade to work on. But yeah, hopefully you can see how deep this dip is. I know it's really hard to see, but hopefully the shadows are picking up. I have a total of 33 uses in this, and that was from brand new to pan. So if you've never hit pan in a matte from Sigma, that is about how much it took. But again, this is a lid setting shade for me, so I was using quite a bit of product. I just used a really big fluffy brush and swept it all over. But this is finally rolling out after 3 months. So I still met my 3-month kind of requirement. My hair's bugging me. I might cut it again, just a little bit. I feel like it's at a weird length, but maybe not. Maybe not. The next shade is from my Beauty Bay Metamorphic palette, and I rolled in the shade Parallel, which is a deep blue purple matte. Last update I had 5 uses, and this is what it was looking like. Again, this is a shade that barely looks touched when you use it. I was able to use it 5 additional times, and so I have a total of 10 uses in this project, and this is what it's looking like. I'm only going to open half of the palette because it's so reflective, but hopefully you can see I do have some usage in there. I love this as a wing, so that is how I used it, but also, you know, of course, deepening a look in the outer corner. This is a really nice shadow. I was kind of afraid of it when I rolled it in because it was so dark, but yeah, I've been really enjoying it. So it is staying in. I have 10 uses. So hopefully by next update, I will at least have my 15 uses, and yeah, it'll more than likely, it will be rolling out next update. The 4th shade that I've been working on is from my Blend Bunny Sugar and Grunge palette, and it is this beautiful mid-tone purple matte called Detention. Last update I had 4 uses on it, and this is what it was looking like. I also used this 5 times, and so I have a total of 9 uses in this project, and this is what it's looking like. In person, I can see a little bit of a dip, but I don't know if you are going to be able to see it. I love this purple. I think it's just so beautiful. I could easily just wear this all over my lid and call it a day. I don't think I've done that yet, but one of my favorite looks that I created with this was like the purple on the outer half of my lid and in my crease, and then the next shade in the inner corner, and I just loved that look. I might do that look again this next coming month, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to, because the next shade that I rolled in was my hand selected shade, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the spoiler, but I did hit pan. This is from Pretties for Your Face, and it is the shade Hidden Treasure. This is what it was looking like when I rolled it in last update, and I have since used it 6 times. Hopefully the pan will show up. There it is. This is very reflective eyeshadow, so hopefully you can see that pan. I only had this in for a month, so it took those 6 uses to hit pan. I had quite a bit of use on it already in a different project, but I'm very excited that I hit pan on that. And yeah, this was such a versatile shade because of the shift. It's like a blue to pink, kind of like blue to like a neutral color, so depending on what you paired with it, it looked different, and I just thought it was really fun to work with. I'm rolling out 3 eyeshadows. I did not swatch my current color story, so let me do that really quick to show you. Okay, here's my current color story, and as you can see, that blue kind of shifts to pink. It's really beautiful. So I'm rolling out this shade, and this shade. So these 2 remain. So I have those 2 swatched out here. I'm going to randomize 2 shades, and then I will be replacing my hand selected shade with another hand selected shade. So I'm going to screen record my phone, and I currently have 701 eyeshadows. Those are all of the powders in my spreadsheet, not including cream or liquid. So if we roll in something that's in a different project or already has pan, I will re-roll. So 125, scrolling. 125 is from my Sugar and Grunge, and it is the shade Iconic. So I guess we will be rolling that one in. I'll highlight it. Or no, Ironic, not Iconic. And then generate 288. Sorry, my screen is like so small. Oh my gosh, Cosmic Brushes Winter Wonderland. And that is the shade Comfort. 2 seemingly hard shades. So I will go grab those. I'm gonna go pick my hand selected shade, and I will be right back. Okay, I did peek out my new shades so I could hand select my new shade accordingly, and I am so excited. Okay, so the first shade I rolled was Ironic. I want to say Iconic, from my Sugar and Grunge, which is so fun. I love having 2 shades in the same palette, so I don't have too many palettes out. But Ironic is this matte green in the top corner. This is perfect for summer, and I have not used this shade yet. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So it's kind of hard to see because it's so light, but there it is swatched on my hand. Then I rolled in a shade from my Winter Wonderland palette from Cosmic Beauty now. It says Cosmic Brushes, but I think they're changing their name to Cosmic Beauty. And I got the shade Comfort, which is this stunning shimmer. Wow. I'm so excited. I have not played with that shade yet, but I think it will go really well with the other purples, like the light purple and that deeper blue. So there it is swatched. Just a beautiful shimmer shade. And then my hand selected shade comes from my Nomad Ghost Town USA palette. There's a shade in here that I remember working on in my deck of panning. I used this No Pan Left Behind, and I think I even mentioned that there's a shade in here that if I ever wanted to pan, it would be really easy. And it is the shade Quicksilver. You can already see it kind of moving around. This is a very emollient formula, so I know it will be easy to pan. And that's kind of why I do my hand selected shades, to either be able to hit pan fairly quickly and add a pan to my collection, or to round out a color story. In this case, I feel like this would be really easy to pan, but also is a beautiful addition. I did not realize these were so similar. Oops. but this is more purple and this is more blue. I should have really thought about that. Oh well, I'm gonna stick with it. That will be a challenge to create a look though. Oh my goodness. I feel like that green kind of throws me for a loop as well. But let's zoom in and create a look with all of these shades. Hello, here's my face. I have pretty light coverage on today, so you can see some blemishes and baby scratches. I have my Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator on today. I have actually been loving that this summer so far, so I'm really glad that I'm working on it. So the past few updates, I have just set my lid. Hello. Focus. The past few updates, I have always started by setting my lid with Dainty, but I'm going to skip that step, I guess. I do have another lid setting shade that I'm using, but I didn't really want to use it in this video because I just wanted to use these 5 shades. So let's take a look again. I think I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start off with this purple in like the outer half of my crease. I have not washed my brushes in such a long time, so hopefully I have brushes here that I can make work. But I'm going to take that super lightly in the outer half. I love creating a look at the end of these updates. It really challenges me to create something that is a little out of my box, out of my comfort zone. I'm going to round this out. And I feel like these colors are super cohesive, but again, those 2 blue shimmers are super similar, and then the green kind of throws it off. But I'm gonna leave this purple on the outer half for now, and I'm gonna try to put that green in my crease in the inner half. Do I have a clean crease brush here? Ooh. I have this angled fluffy brush that I'm going to try out. This is from Luxie, and I have it packed on my brush because it's such a light color. I'm going to stamp it at first. That might be a little too light, but we'll see. I'm going to take it all the way down, and oh geez, that is pigmented. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll probably end up putting this in my inner corner as well, but I might also put one of the shimmers in my inner corner. I feel like this is so close, like the value of it, the lightness of it is so close to my skin tone that I don't really even have to blend it out. This is a very nice like transition shade too. But I'm going to leave it like that for now. Yes, very, very out of my comfort zone already, those 2 colors. I feel like the purple is further out on this eye, so I'm going to go back into that Alter Ego 1 brush with that purple, and I'm just going to bring it out a little further. Or I thought I saw somebody walking by my window. Thankfully, there's nobody. Okay, that matches a little better. I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to go in with the dark bluey purple from my Metamorphic palette. do have a brush for this already. I'm going to use this super old e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to pack this on the outer corner. I'm more than likely going to cover this up a little bit with one of the shimmers, just as a like transitioning the shade, but I wanted to deepen out the outer corner. I like to do that with most of my looks, just to give my eye a little bit of dimension and shape. I really love how that pairs with the purple. This mirror is useless. It's like so small. Okay, now which shimmer should I do on the inner corner and which shimmer should I do on the outer corner? For some reason, I feel like this translates darker, but probably not. I don't know why. So I'm going to start with this one. That is from my Nomad palette. I'm just going to take it on my finger. We'll see how that goes. I don't remember which way I like to use this. Oh, it's so pretty. And as you can see, I overlapped it on top of that darker shade. Do you guys have any fun plans for summer? Did you even see that? We are going to try to take like a mini road trip, like a 6-hour drive, and we have never driven like more than an hour with baby boy. So if you have any tips, if you have ever driven with a baby, you know, further than an hour or two, let me know. I know, you know, we'll probably have to take some stops, but I'm a little nervous. I hope he sleeps part of the way. 6 hours is a long time for no sleep. I'm going to take this Comfort color from Cosmic Beauty Wonderland, and I'm also going to just put that on my finger and put that in more the center / inner part of my eye. So it's really just creating a gradient of shimmer. Those shades pair pretty well together, at least on camera. Ooh, sorry. That looks pretty. What should I do for the inner corner? Should I do the green? I think I'll do the green. But let's do my lower lash line. Should we do decisions? I'm going to start off with the purple on my lower lash line. I'll probably just take the same fluffy brush that I used. I like to do that. Oh, I think I just hit my tripod. One major thing that I'm worried about, excuse me, is my stepson. I'm just worried that he will get really annoyed with baby boy. If baby boy gets really cranky in the car, because of my stepson's sensory issues, he doesn't have anywhere to escape. But we'll make sure that he has like headphones if he needs them. Okay, I love that. I'm trying to decide if I want to deepen my lower lash line. Oops, sorry, I'm going out of focus. But I don't think so. I think it's fine. I am going to take this brush from Sigma. It's the E30 pencil brush. And I'm going to grab that green and put it. Why do I keep going out of focus? Hello. I'm going to put that green in my inner corner. Yeah, I think it's bright enough. I probably should have worn more full coverage base or concealer, but it's fine. I never know what to do with that little section. I think I'll put some shimmer there. So I'm going to take this Profusion brush. It's just like a flat. Are you struggling today? Just like a flat brush. And I think I will take the shade from the Winter Wonderland palette, the same shade I used in the inner half, called Comfort, and put that right here. It's not much. It's not really picking up on the brush very well. So that's an issue. Let me take my pinky. Yeah, that gives a lot more payoff. Sorry, that's so awkward. Whoa, what do you guys think? I did bring my mascara out here, so I'm going to add a little more mascara because I think that always helps. I am now working on my Essence Lash Princess. I am down to 2 mascaras in my collection, and it's just this same mascara. I have 2 of them. I did recently film my inventory, so that will be up soon. I compared where my collection is at now to when I did my inventory in January of 2024. So, spoiler alert, my collection did go down, which I'm super happy about. Of course, my eyeshadows went up. That's almost inevitable for me because I love eyeshadows. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you out and we'll look at the look kind of as a whole. What do you guys think? I love it. So this is my color story. I feel like it's very colorful. Honestly, it reminds me of my childhood bedroom. Not really childhood, I would say middle school age. I literally had purple, lime green, and turquoise walls. Like one wall was lime green, one wall was purple, one wall was, it was creative. Let's just say it was creative, but this totally reminds me of that, especially like on my eyes. But yeah, I'm a little close. Let me know how you would have used these shadows. But I'm, as always, super happy with how it looks, and I would not have paired these shades together naturally. So that's another reason why I love doing looks at the end of these videos with all of my focus shades. Hopefully, I will have pan in my Nomad shade by next update. That would be amazing. But we will at least have one rollout next update. So subscribe if you don't want to miss next month. And I also have a ton of other projects on my channel that you do not want to miss, because I have regular rollouts every month because I'm trying to get use out of my whole collection. So you don't want to miss those updates. And if you like eyeshadow content, give this video a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.